Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on USL Championship. About a month to go in the regular season as we get you ready for the playoffs. We'll take you through the week that was, get you ready for the week that will be. All the standings, all the news, all the stuff. The official term. No dilly, no dally zone as we always do here. We're going to go through the last 7 days. We'll get you through it and get you set up for what's going to happen this particular weekend. Everybody ended the month of September playing a lot of matches on the weekend as they traditionally do. So we'll take you back to what happened last Saturday and the matches of the week as we saw them. It was El Paso Locomotive, big win at home against North Carolina FC, 1-0 win for Wilmer Cabrera. Indy 11 at the mic over the Miami FC by the final score of 4-0. Pittsburgh and Birmingham, early contender for match of the week in the Eastern Conference at Highmark, final 1-1 draw there. But our Eastern Conference match of the week was at Lynn Family. Lou City, Memphis 901. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Look at the watch by the center official tonight, Nabil Ben-Salah, and we are off from Louisville. Wide. Marlon's there. Chopped along. It's Akeem Ward to the byline. Shuttled in. Still there. Fired at goal and fired just high.
Similar to what Detroit City did last weekend. Only 4 at the back, then they went 3 at the back and packed the midfield, and it worked beautifully. Here's some space, though.
On the flank, Perez wrapping in, bending to the byline. Adrian Perez shuffling and just skipping one off the outside of the post.
Shimmy here by Perez to shake off the defender. Open things up right there. Did have a ton of traffic in front. Perhaps should have gone far post. Snatched it a little bit.
Those wide areas continue to... Borzak. Oh, that's a fine pass. Carriaga carrying forward, laid off. It's Bruno Lappa! And the roadside roll in front here in Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville caught a little bit on the transition. You mentioned that pass, Peyton. It opened everything up. Just like that second goal against Detroit City. Louisville caught on the break. Bruno Lappa makes them pay.
He scored in the first minute in the playoff match last year, and he opens the scoring again here today. It's a composed finish.
It was a good pass as well by Carriaga to open things up just wide enough to give him that angle.
This year with a total of 12 on the campaign. Carriaga already has 1 assist to his name. It's a well-placed ball and buried into the back of the net. It's a brace for Bruno Lappa, who strides away.
What a start for the visitors, and once again, Louisville beaten at the far post on a set piece. It happened in that opening goal against Detroit. They just lost track of the runner. Almost an exact copy of the goal against Le Rouge. Carriaga with his 2nd assist already tonight.
What a ball that is.
Lappa just snuck in there at the back post.
Imagine the next 10 minutes or so will be crucial in determining the course of action. Serrano carving away, fired in, and just flushed wide at the near stick.
The team just doesn't have a chance to even catch their breath, and it's in the back of the net.
One possession, a league high 152 times this year in the final third, Louisville. Ball through, falls kindly. It's Wilson Harris around the keeper. Wilson Harris renews the interest for Louisville, who grab one back.
This game had the potential for the barn burner. We're quarter of the way there. 3 goals already here in the first 25 minutes. As Wilson Harris pumps his fist. It's a lovely ball through there. Harris staying on side. Calm, composed finish, and almost...
I believe it was a 90th minute winner for El Paso. Once more fanning the flames. Louisville, Perez, and just left wide of the mark. Winder. Smoothly wide, McFadden. There's Ray Serrano, those wing players with license to roam. Ball blazed in. Nobody home. Strong tackle by Adams, who gets involved in the attack. Taken towards goal. Oh, my word, what a hit. A devastating dart. Taylor Davila, take a bow.
That's what Danny Cruz told us midweek. He thinks he's one of the best center midfielders in the league. What a stop that was by Adams to turn it over, and Davila left Tyler Derrick standing flat-footed. Could do nothing about that one. A great strike off the post and in.
A touch. Trying to make good use of these ticks of the clock. Davila, who's already scored one today, and Perez now carving and crashes it just beyond the reach of the post, and there's a man down.
So they're going to have at least 3 minutes added onto those 4, you would think. Memphis just chasing shadows at the moment.
Into the channel. Chopped away, falling for Winder! That is a worldie of a hit. Just passed it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, given far too much space there. Elijah Winder.
Elijah Winder.
He made the initial pass into the channel, kept going, and it was a poor clearance by Turchi. A lot of traffic to go through too, as you'll see from this angle. Perhaps Winder.
Adams unable to gain access, and away on the counter. Nobody in front of Marlin. Laid off. Lass intervenes. What a save from him. He dons the cape, but Memphis go again. Stephen Glass trying to solve this puzzle.
I think he'll be relatively pleased with these first 10 minutes of the second half. Well, perhaps not now.
Davila eyes the target. Unreal. It all turns purple. Luxurious Louisville attacking play. Taylor Davila has 2. Louisville have 4.
He's only given half a step, but that's all he needed to unleash that one. Look at this turn here. He just looked up and smashed it.
And bang.
Just far too much power on that for Tyler Derrick to handle. That's all he can do there. First goal outside the box, inside the box, and now another chance here for Louisville.
Pounce on the ball in midfield and off to the races. It's Serrano. Shuffling in, Ray Serrano. Raised it high. Swept into Serrano. And Wilson Harris batted away by Derrick, and he's able to recover in time to get there ahead of Adrian Perez.
See how the postseason ends up, but I think they have the chance to be the best team in championship history, but obviously we've seen what can happen in the playoffs.
Here's Wilson Harris, laid off. And what a save that is. Tyler Derrick keeps one out. Jansen Wilson has been a man who has found the back of the net pretty easily. Could be trouble here. McFadden couldn't catch the keeper off his line.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd making the noise because they knew Derrick.
Smoothly wide. And wider still. Serrano. This is lovely build-up. Dia. Back posts. And got it just ever so slightly high.
They didn't feel a sense of panic, and they knew they just had to play their way back into this game, play their style of football, and things would eventually go their way.
It was 2-0, and then it wasn't.
Memphis 901 had a lead. Lou City came storming back, and that was the end result, a 4-2 win for Lou City. Keep an eye on this matchup that did not happen at Al Lang because of Hurricane Helene and all the aftermath. Tampa Bay and Hartford Athletic, that's got to get rescheduled. We'll see what kind of impact it has on the playoff race in the Eastern Conference going forward. Colorado Springs and Loud United, a 1-1 draw at Widener Field. Toyota Field in San Antonio, Rhode Island FC, 3-1 winners over San Antonio FC. At Cardinal, Detroit City on the road over Monterey Bay, 2-0. Vegas Lights over Phoenix Rising, 2-1 at the corner of 38th and Washington. That got us to Sunday. Oakland Roots hosting FC Tulsa. Sacramento Republic at Heart Health Park, hosting New Mexico United in what a lot of folks might have thought was going to be a precursor to the Western Conference Final. Here's your highlights, once again, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
They're starting 11 from a 1-0 win at home against Loudoun that put them on the precipice tonight of winning the #1 seed in the Western Conference. Brandon Stevis is the referee, gets us started. Corner swung inward, header down, comes off of Cicerone and goes over the line. Luis Felipe knocks it back in front. Cicerone redirects it in, and the Republic have the lead.
We discussed how clean Justin Portillo has been within the midfield, but lest we forget, this is one of the best set-piece specialists when it comes to distribution into the box in the championship. Just poor marking on the back post, lost in translation. Loved the little spin-off here.
Ball finding Ross. He's had a tremendous campaign. He's got Gurr to his right. Ross, Gurr, angle tight, Ross in front. Oh, wow, Tampakis. Step back in for Sacramento and denial of a second goal for the Republic. Wow. Rivas slips upfield to Cale, now Rivas, and now New Mexico trying to settle through pressure. Immense pressure. Felipe gets in. And now New Mexico gets it out to the halfway line. For Sacramento, what a chance. And the push from behind and the free kick.
Due to the intensity and how quick they're moving from each pivot point, Sacramento Republic in moments like this have done a really good job of operating space on the width and then creating options centrally in the final third.
Gurr. Timmer. Timmer slides by Reyes. Back out to Gurr. Puts it on his left. Herrera settling, leans back. Goal! Luis Felipe. It's dreamland for Sacramento against the #1 team in the West.
Just pace of play right now for the Quails. And oh so good at being effective doing so. What a recognition of the pressure for Jared Timmer. Quick little touch back to the inside, and give credit to Jack Gurr. He wants this on his right foot, but understands there's a... Herrera picked up an injury. Roro Lopez was lost in the round of 16 game, and Russell Cicerone departed with surgery.
Felipe off the crossbar, and now snared away.
Just the numbers underneath right now for Mexico United. Usu and Rivas having trouble given as advanced as Luis Felipe is, so most of this on the outside. That's better.
First to brace last time these teams met 10 days ago. He leads it back, Swartz. Trailing, flick back, Rivas. Rivas all the way through. Vitiello, and now cleared.
It's more difficult for Hurst to get it up and down here, and he's got the sun in his eyes.
He does. It is Akale! Vitiello got there. Room for Rivas to run. Portillo stemmed him off, out to Akale. Akale with a deflection, Swartz knocked away by Vitiello. Oh, he got there again on Rivas. He turned away Hurst, then Rivas. What a moment from Sacramento's.
Get the separation on the back post eventually, but it's all about that initial movement by Herrera, feeling comfortable with the pressure in the 9.
Portillo was calling for it. He merely cleared out space for Ross. Hold up, Herrera! Good save, Sanchez roots it! And Sacramento's got 3! Sacramento has waited waited months and months for a performance quite like this.
I watched Nick Ross do the dirty work as he comes in. That hesitation right there. You get the ability of the back line to bite and comes a little bit higher. That have allowed them to open up so many more opportunities for the team as opposed to for the individual. And this is going to be the knock that does send him packing on the night.
Lifted upfield by Cicerone. Jack Gurr gets on his horse. End line. Serves it up for Phillips. Bounces back to Felipe, the scorer of many stunners. Slips it ahead. There's Cicerone. Cicerone went for goal. Slapped away by Tambakis. Forward for Gurr again. Gurr, Phillips! Let the good times roll for Kieran Phillips and the Sacramento Republic.
I give credit here to Jared Timmer because he's just got the smarts. It's little touches, but he's such a high-quality footballer who's got the IQ to recognize he doesn't need to push the tempo right away because... And I'm never going to live it down.
Well, I think it's vital to indicate that you've been incepted here because we have a trophy, a personal trophy. Akale, that's Vitiello, personal trophy that was delivered to us.
Sacramento Republic in complete control in that one. 4-0 win on the board for the Republic over New Mexico United. And then on the midweek, it was Lou City shutting out the Miami FC by the final of 3-0. So that sets up the standings and how things are in USL Championship. Presented by our friends at Prinks Tires, Prinks Performance Standings. Lou City 9 points ahead of Charleston, 68 points to 59 with 4 matches to go. Detroit City starts the chase group at 48 points, unbeaten in their last 5. Danny Dicchio definitely should be getting some consideration for Coach of the Year honors. Obviously, may not get them. It might be going to Danny Cruz, or it might be going into New Mexico, or it might be Ben Pierman even getting votes, but at least Detroit City and Danny Dicchio should be getting votes for that particular honor come the end of the season. Tampa Bay, once again, match in hand because of Hurricane Helene in the aftermath at 46 points. They've lost 3 of 5, something to keep an eye on going forward. Indy 11 at 43 points, 29 matches played, unbeaten. They've only lost once in their last 5. Rhode Island, by the way, has won 3 of 5, 43 points. They have played one more match than Indy 11, and they're a point ahead of Birmingham Legion, who are in 7th at 12-12-6. They've hit each column once in their last 3. As has Loud United, 38 points. And they're 1-1-1 in their last 3, but they've also lost 3 of 5. That's your playoff bar right now because Hartford Athletics at 37 points. North Carolina FC has lost 3 of 5, and they're alternating loss to win each time out. They have one less win than Hartford Athletic, played the same number of matches. Pittsburgh has played 30. They're at 36 points, but they also have one less win than North Carolina FC, as they're looking to get in as the 8th seed, and then the Miami FC at 326-2, goal difference of minus 49, 11 points on the season through their first 31 matches. Western Conference, New Mexico United, the only team that's clinched a playoff berth right now, 30 matches played, 57 points. They've won 3 of 5 when they had a 2-match win streak snapped last time out with the loss at Sacramento. They had a 2-match losing streak snapped with the win against New Mexico United. They're at 47 points, and this is where the chaos starts in the West. 47 points for Sacramento, 46 for Colorado Springs, 13 wins. They haven't lost in 5. Vegas Lights, 12 wins, 46 points. They haven't lost in 5. Memphis 901, 43 points. They have hit each column once in their last 3, and they are ahead of Oakland Roots, who've lost 4 in a row, and they are 6th at 40 points. Phoenix Rising, 36 points. They've lost 3 of 4. Orange County, 35 points. They are unbeaten in 3. FC Tulsa is at 34 points. They had a 4-match winless run interrupted by winning last time out. They are the first team below the playoff bar at 34 points. San Antonio FC, 31 points. They've lost 2 in a row. Monterey Bay at 30 points. They have not won in their last 5. And El Paso Locomotive has hit each column once in their last 3. They're 25 points in 29 matches. So that sets up everything in the race to the playoffs here in USL Championship. So let's take a peek at the news and notes and get you ready for what's going on in and around the league. Nate Worth and Chibi Ukoegbu for Sacramento Republic. They could be following in the footsteps of Joshua Winder, getting a lot of notice from a lot of clubs around the planet. So Tampa Bay and Sacramento, for both Nate and Chibi, could be getting a lot of phone calls from a lot of different parts of the globe going forward. Championship Player of the Month for September, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. Kieran Phillips for Sacramento, Maxi Rodriguez in Detroit, Renan Ribeiro in Hartford, and Colin Schutler for Orange County. So 2 position players and 2 between the sticks. Once again, it is a fan vote running through Monday, and that's at noon. Technical committee 25%, media panel 24%, fan vote at USLChampionship.com is 51%. So you can vote among those 4 and determine who is going to be USL Championship Player of the Month, at least in the fan voting aspect of it. Once again, you've got until noon Monday to get your vote. You can do that every single time, whether it's for the Goal of the Week, Save of the Week, Player of the Month, all of that you can catch at USLChampionship.com. Also, don't forget to follow along and be a part of the story on the social medias for the USL Championship on the 280-character app on Facebook and on Instagram. Stephen Carroll has agreed to a contract extension with Detroit City FC. Could keep him with Le Rouge through the 2027 season. Obviously, 2-year contract extension with the long-term defender and captain is pending league and federation approval. It is 143 appearances for the club, more than any other Detroit City player, longest tenured current captain in all of Detroit professional sports. Did not know that. He initially joined them in 2017 when they were part of the NPSL and had played at Davenport University on the western coast of Michigan. Following Dave Edwardson's retirement, became the 4th captain in Detroit City history in 2019, and so he continues to be a part of the fabric of Detroit City, signing to a deal that could keep him there through 26, option for 27. Well done by Detroit City, Le Rouge, and Stephen Carroll. So very, very cool stuff there. Let's get you into the weekly viewing guide. And we'll do this for both, once again, USL League One and for USL Championship to get you through all of the activity, where to watch, how to watch it, and going forward with it. We'll start off in USL Championship. Friday night, 10:30 on Golazo Network. It is Phoenix Rising hosting Monterey Bay at the corner of 38th and Washington. Saturday, 2 to NA and the Plus, Charleston and Detroit City at 4. The Plus has Hartford and Loudoun. Indy 11 and Lou Cities on Golazo Network at 7 o'clock. The Plus has the Miami FC in Pittsburgh, Rhode Island, Tampa Bay, Memphis 901 Oakland, Tulsa, El Paso, San Antonio, Sacramento, Vegas, Orange County, and on Sunday, Birmingham Legion and North Carolina FC. In League One, it is Charlotte and Forward Madison on the Plus, as well as on Saturday, Greenville, Lexington, Richmond, Union, Omaha, Chattanooga, One Knox, and Hailstorm and Tormenta. Once again, you can vote for vote for Goal of the Week and for Save of the Week, and you can do that every single time out through all of the social medias that are present for the USL Championship. We mentioned Player of the Month nominees. Goal of the Week presented by our friends at Select, the official soccer ball of the USL Championship. Taylor Davila from Lou City, Stefano Pino from Birmingham, Ben Morris from Detroit City, JC Ngando for Vegas Lights. Those are the players that you vote for traditionally for Week 30 nominees. You vote Monday through Thursday for Goal of the Week. You vote Tuesday through Friday for Save of the Week, and then the announcements are made down the line. And it ended up being Stefano Pino in a tight race with Ben Morris, but Stefano Pino ends up getting USL Championship Goal of the Week presented by Select Soccer Ball. Save of the Week for week number 30. Once again, it's 4 keepers and trying to figure out who the boss is out of Week 30, presented by our friends at Terminix. Jake McGuire, North Carolina FC, Eric Dick in Pittsburgh, Pablo Cisniega, San Antonio FC, and Danny Vitiello, no surprise that he's a part of this discussion for Sacramento Republic. So it's McGuire, Dick, Cisniega, and Vitiello, and it was Danny Vitiello far and away. So the Sacramento Republic ballot box initiative worked. Poll was closed back at Friday at noon. 74% of the vote for Danny Vitiello, presented by our friends at Terminix. Don't forget to vote every single week at USLChampionship.com. So that is things to keep an eye out for when it comes to all of the activity going on in USL Championship. Let's get you into the schedule over the next 7 days and get you all squared away. Reminder, if you're in market and can be at the match, go to the match. You get to see some of the great second tier talent trying to make it to the first tier in either this hemisphere or someplace else. But you can sit there and go to your favorite club in USL Championship and watch what's going on with all of these different clubs and all these different players in market. If you're in market and cannot make it, what you can do is you can follow along on your local providers, and you can also follow along on social media as well, whether it's through the club or through the league in and of itself at USL Championship, and keep track of everything going on in the USL Championship. If you're out of market and still want to follow along, find your favorite team, follow along on their social media, and don't forget to download the ESPN Sports app every single week, and Golasso Network and all the places in between where you can watch what's going on in USL Championship on a weekly basis as we get closer and closer and closer to the playoffs. Schedule, it is Friday night. We mentioned it is at the corner of 38th and Washington, Phoenix and Monterey Bay. Saturday, 4 o'clock, Patriots Point, the Battery, and La Rouge. 7 o'clock, Trinity Health, Hartford, and Loudoun. At the Mike, it's Indy 11 and Lou City. South Dade Kia Field and Pitbull Stadium on the campus of Florida International. The Miami FC and Pittsburgh Riverhounds. 7:30 at Bern, Tampa Bay and Rhode Island. 8 o'clock at AutoZone, Memphis 901 at Oakland Roots. 8:30 at 10K, FC Tulsa and El Paso. 8:30 in San Antonio at Toyota Field, San Antonio FC, Sacramento Republic. 10:30 at Cashman, Vegas Lights, and Orange County SC. Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern, Birmingham Legion hosting North Carolina FC. Tuesday, it is Loudoun United hosting Indy 11 at Segra. Wednesday, there's a lot of activity in the midweek to get you ready for next Saturday. 7 o'clock at Wake Med, North Carolina FC on a quick turn hosting FC Tulsa. 9 o'clock at Southwest University Park, El Paso Locomotive and San Antonio FC. 9 o'clock at the Lab, New Mexico United hosting Phoenix Rising. 10 o'clock in Irvine, Orange County SC and Switchbacks. 10 o'clock at Heart Health, Sacramento Republic, and Monterey Bay. Let's get you into the juice boxes before we get out of here so you can find out what the external people think about who's going to win, lose, and what the margins are as we head into the weekend with all of these different ideas going forward for activity in USL Championship. And once again, keep an eye on your favorite providers to find out what the juice box numbers may in fact be when it comes to the USL Championship. And so, of course, as we sit here and we're trying to get the numbers squared away, apparently the system has failed us. Or is it failing us? No, it finally figured itself out. Okay, here we go. Phoenix, a minus 149, hosting Monterey Bay at a plus 343. That's your Friday. Saturday, Charleston, big favorite, a minus 233, hosting Detroit City at a plus 531. Hartford Athletic, plus 140, hosting Loudoun at a plus 164. Lou City, minus 115 on the road at Indy at a plus 257. The Miami FC, almost a plus 900 in the composite, hosting Pittsburgh at a minus 357. One of the biggest road favorites I've seen all season long. Rhode Island at plus 127, hosting Tampa Bay at a plus 181 at Bern. Memphis 901, minus 179, hosting Roots at a plus 409. FC Tulsa plus 127, hosting El Paso at a plus 192. San Antonio plus 250, hosting Sacramento Republic at a plus 104. Vegas Lights minus 192, hosting Orange County from Irvine at a plus 455. And on Sunday, Birmingham, North Carolina FC, they are dead blank and even, both at a plus 143 in the composite. And that's 4 different juice box purveyors taking the average. They both end up at a plus 143, and your draw is a plus 270 for that particular match. So that is your rundown of everything going on in USL Championship. We'll be back at it again next week. Once again, schedule getting tight, races getting tight. What's it going to look like when it comes to the postseason? We'll all find out together. I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. That is SDH on USL Championship. Played safe, everybody. Enjoy the game.